Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Eric. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Eric,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hab Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by Eric
Kelly.
and Rick.
and this week we watched Midsommar. Fuck is my thing. Written and directed by Ari Aster. Ari Aster. I think that's what it is. Starring Florence Poe. Sure.
Yep.
Jack Rayner and Wilhelm Blumgren. IMDb synopsis: a couple travels to Northern Europe to visit a rural hometown's fabled Swedish midsummer festival. What begins as an idyllic retreat quickly devolves into an increasingly violent and bizarre competition at the hands of a pagan cult. What do you guys think?
It's messed up, and I've always wanted to travel, and just stuff like this, movies like this, makes me not want to go to other countries. I'm fine here. I don't need to know other people's customs and shit. I don't care if it's part of my bloodline or not.
No, especially if that's their customs.
I know.
Fuck
That's
that
fine.
shit.
How do you do? Welcome to our
Yeah.
country. Here's some weird shit.
Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I refuse to ever humor the idea about going to the whole ginger festival. You know, I'm like, for all I fucking know, they go out there and they label someone Ginger King and then fucking kill him.
They put you in the
know?
Wicker Man.
Yeah, fucking stake you down on the ground and fucking put you out in the sun for fucking the rest of the week there till you die. You know? Like, fuck that shit. Doing that.
Oh man, you
Like,
don't
I'm-
want to go to this thing, Ricky?
No, I don't. And it's happening soon.
The Ginger Fest? No, it's already happened.
Oh, it has happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
This
it
is
just
like-
happened.
in July or June or something.
August.
happens in August.
What's
Next year it
that?
happens in August. The Ginger Festival.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oh,
they need to have it the hottest time so they can try to bring out more freckles.
I would
know.
imagine they'd probably try to do it on the most forecast, days that they, have available to them. You know?
Overcast?
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have a lot of forecast days, but overcast
Saw
is
that
what you're
man,
looking for.
fucking jackass. You'd think there'd be more like shading stations, more sunscreen stations.
Oh, this is where they burn you alive, right? Oh,
It is. It
Hold on.
is.
Damn it. It won't go back to it.
It won't.
There's like this weird, like, red torch looking thing.
Well, that's where they stick you. That's where they stick you.
There you go, Ricky. I'm gonna drop you off at the Ginger Festival. I'm not going near that thing though.
Fucking go near it either, man. It's fucking creepy.
You're not going near that? Why not?
No, dude, that shit's so fucking creepy. Like being around one ginger's bad enough. Imagine being around like thousands of them, dude. Like
One of us. One of us.
exactly. Next thing I know, we're gonna be pulling the whole fucking South Park thing there, where they're sacrificing you all fucking tanners in a pit of lava or some shit. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah, right.
fucking.
What? I mean, I've seen gingers before. How is that going to work? They're a tiny percentage of the population. There's no geniuses. We have Elon Musk. You guys have that one tall NBA player, and that's it. The rest of you are terrible.
You got careful.
Although the honeypot trick might work. I shouldn't say that. That definitely work on a lot of people.
Yeah, we do have a few attractive, female gingers out there that'll pretty much get any, guy, to, lure him in. So
You got Game of Thrones guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Fucking Giants Bane guy.
yeah.
remember
But
his first
I mean, he's only gonna be interested in the giant women.
He just wants that Giants milk.
Yeah. So gotta look out for those.
So,
Steve.
So the reason I was like, when Eric was like, "This is the one I was gonna choose," I was sitting there going, "Okay, hold on, I got to think," because I remember the baby being in it, but I was like, "Did they do anything?" And I'm like, "No, I think we're all right," because the whole point is like to get
Aside
people
from
there
not
to make.
cuddling that fucking thing the whole time, dude.
Oh,
God.
right? Travis.
They're letting it self-soothe, Eric.
You know that was made up? Some doctors, look it up, dude. Doctors in like the 60s were like, fuck it. I don't have time for this baby. I'm just going to tell the women something to toughen them up.
I mean, I'm pretty
The
sure
same with
everything's
making 'em
made up
sleep.
at some point.
No, I mean, there's no studies making. All right. Let's just go back in time. Do you know when they didn't self-soothe? When they made the kids that did World War 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Do you know who was tough enough to live through World War 1 and 2? The kids that were still not getting self-soothed, and they were probably sleeping in their parents' bed some of the time. Now we have, us, dude, and it just gets worse. Can you imagine, like, the kids that are like, well, I don't know what generation that is, but the fucking 15-year-olds right now, if they're like, yeah, let's go stand in a wet trench for 2 years, that's not going to happen. They don't even make those people anymore. So self-soothing, that's dumb. They should have cuddled that baby and let it know that it was fine. It's bullshit. You don't do that. Sorry. I don't know why it bothers the shit out of me. I was like, no, pick the baby up.
Swear to God.
Well, I got soft in my old age.
Mhm.
Eric Soft.
Babies are so
Oh.
cute. So, holy shit. I was like the very first guy that left, right? When the guy was up on the thing, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's happening. Like, he's gonna jump off, and Kelly's like, no, he's not.
Oh
the
yeah,
woman,
I was
absolutely.
yeah.
like, yes, he is. He definitely is doing that.
Oh,
And then he did. And then I go, oh God. So, because I seen the hammer, and I'm like, well, they're gonna kill somebody with the hammer. That's a killing hammer, obviously.
yeah.
Anybody who's ever seen an Irishman knows that's a shillelagh. That's what that is. You're gonna
Yeah.
kill somebody with that. So I see that, and I'm like, oh, all right, here we go. They're gonna the guy's gonna jump off. And then anyways, that one moron jumps off feet first. Like, holy shit! If you're gonna kill yourself, dude, you know.
Be smart about it.
Actually, let's re-say this. If you're going to fall face first off a rock with the intent of being unalive, you want to go head first.
Yeah.
That way it's over instantly,
Exactly.
at least we think.
It's
We're
like,
pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like, okay, like,
You have a higher chance at least.
yeah, like, if you're going to be sawed in half, right? And they give you the choice, do you want to go head first or feet first? You always pick head first if you're going to be sawed in half. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to suck. But you know what? It's going to suck a lot fucking worse going head first than going feet first.
Other way. Wait, what did you say? Suck worse or less?
Like it's going
I
to
stopped
suck
paying attention,
regardless, but it's going to suck like way less, I guess, like going head first than feet first,
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, so it's just, there's a right way of doing something. Yeah. But like there's a right way of going about something there, and there's a wrong way about going about something, and
I just watched both Terrifier movies that are out so far, and there's definitely a scene in there where they don't go head first on the sawn in half. So
oh yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. It's just
I don't think I'll be selecting those movies for you guys because you guys you can handle some, or you're all right with some gore. This is a little further than I think.
Saw, like close to Saw level gore.
It's not as bad as Saw because it doesn't get as like close up and in depth with it, but there's a lot of it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't think these guys are gonna want to watch it, so
gore.
I'm not gonna select those. So, but yeah, it was pretty fucked up. There's some pretty fucked up stuff that happens in there.
Kelly, would you grab my phone and hand it to me?
Sure.
Sorry, I'm trying to do something in the middle of this. So, this movie just got like I loved it. Like they did so many neat things with the what do you call it? With the camera.
Yeah.
There was what looked like a pool of blood. And sweetie? There was what looked like the pool of blood at the beginning when they found the parents.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is awesome. Like who knew you could do that? You know? Like
Yeah,
that shit's, you know.
this is the same guy that did Hereditary. It has some of the
Okay.
same kind of feel to that. Like this movie
Yeah.
does not make you feel good after watching it for sure. It doesn't make me feel as bad as watching Hereditary. Like, you know,
Oh yeah.
I was able to watch this again, not a problem.
Different.
But yeah, but it definitely has that same feel. The camera work, the kind of the distress that they put the characters through and shit like that. Like, I don't know. It's like a different kind of, you know, like when we watched The Conjuring the first time and it just kind of builds up that tension the whole time. It's that
Yeah.
kind of thing. Like this guy does that pretty well and, you know, tells a pretty decent story. It's just, you know, fucked up.
Oh, for sure.
So,
Well, like, okay, so there was the sacrifices, right? Like, do they on purpose have someone that from the village or whatever invite outsiders in just so there's that?
Yeah,
Like-
I think they
So, like
do.
Simon,
I
yeah.
think they do.
so like that Simon and that
go ahead.
Connie,
Mhm.
Simon and Connie, is that their names?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
they were outside friends, I guess. I didn't really hear. I missed that part of who they actually were to anybody, but like, and then like all the killings, like besides main character chick,
Florence Poe. Yeah.
yeah,
Danny.
like obviously they did something to like piss him off, but what did? Oh, I guess they the first two, the couple, Connie and
They were
Simon.
freaking out about the sacrifices, the old people.
they were making
sacrifice.
too much of a deal of that. Yeah, so that would
I
make 'em-
don't think any of the guys were going to make it out whatsoever. I
uh-huh.
think it was more like besides it was I think the idea is they bring outside people in because it's like an insular community. So they bring outside people in to bring new blood, so it's not just a bunch of people mating and just having inbred babies all the time. And then I
Mhm.
think
Like the Mennonites,
yeah,
allegedly.
allegedly. And I think that the only people that had a chance of surviving were either Danny or Connie, which is why Pele was so happy that Danny decided to go, because he had a chance of having, you know, choosing one of the people to come and like, you know, be the Midsummer Queen or
Oh.
whatever the fuck they call her. What's her
right.
name?
Queen or whatever it is.
Yeah.
May
May
not
Queen?
May
Queen or whatever, yeah.
Maple
Yeah.
May
The May Queen, yeah.
May Queen?
So like,
May Queen?
but I don't think any of the guys were gonna make it out of this because I don't think anybody, like, if they leave, they're gonna say something. There's no way that they're not going to say anything. You know,
Right.
after seeing the
So the
sacrifices
two
and all that
people
stuff.
doing the paper on it, you know,
Yeah.
not paper. What is it called?
The
You know, that's basically
dissertation, their PhD thing, yeah.
You know, and it
Yeah.
obviously helps them out too that, you know, they drugged every living fuck out of Danny multiple times to change her personality to be okay with it all. You know.
Yeah.
So, because they did drug her multiple fucking times in this movie.
They drugged everybody.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah,
of them
pretty
were
much.
totally fine with it. They were just like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah.
Especially eyebrow guy.
Oh,
I can't remember his fucking name.
Mark.
Yeah. But I think
I
they
was
bring they bring the dudes in to get the, you know, the new DNA so that everybody's not fucking inbred, and then they bring the new female in, the new lady, whoever survives, and then that's what's going to survive. I don't think the other lady would survive after everything. She may not be sacrificed in the, you know, the yellow building or whatever, but yeah.
At least it's yellow, you know, it's a happy color.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
But I don't know. It's pretty fucked up.
I guess the real. Oh, just the real Swedes thought this was just kind of like funny, like it was like a black humor or a black comedy.
Dark humor?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because obviously it's not how their midsummers go.
Yeah. I would hope not. I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
check it out now.
No.
No.
They didn't
Fuck
get
with
all
that shit.
fucking whiny about it, so that was nice.
hmm
You know. Oh, you're making fun of our culture. Wah. Hey, they didn't do that. That was good.
Yeah. And I think
You know.
I was reading something, and I think there's like a fan theory or something like that Pele is actually the one that killed Danny's sister and parents, to get her to come along, because she was like, didn't want to, she was, I don't know. She didn't know about it for one, but like, I think it was a way to kind of ease it. Like, hey, do something else. Come with us, So, I don't know how true that is, but I mean, the shit they went through, who fucking knows? So.
Seems a little stretching as far as the thing goes.
So
It
when
seemed
you
to me like it was just kind of more of a, oh, well, she's here. Hey, well, maybe you want to go. Oh my God, I cannot believe this is happening.
But if you look at the way that her sister is in the room, like
Mhm.
that's a pretty that doesn't seem a realistic way to kill yourself. Shoving the hose down your mouth and then taping it to yourself, kind of
Probably
thing.
die before that happened.
So like somebody else doing it, maybe not Pele, but somebody
Mhm.
else doing it makes a little bit more sense,
Yeah,
Um,
I didn't say him, but I did say out loud to Eric that I think someone else might have done it. Like,
Yeah.
seems like probably
Yeah.
really difficult to pull off.
Because it was a fucked up beginning scene there.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
But-
Yeah, it was.
For like movies, there this one had a pretty fucked up beginning there.
And middle and
And
Mhm.
just keeps going.
yeah, it just kept going. Like you thought, oh, okay, this ain't gonna be so bad, already got through most of that stuff there. No, it just got worse.
I didn't think most of the stuff was that bad. Seeing a guy fall off a thing, who cares? Some old guy.
No.
I would have probably, I'm not going to lie, I would have been like, why did you fucking jump leg first, you idiot? And they'd be like, oh, the fuck is wrong with this? Then, then if they, God forbid they give the hammer to some weenie guy, it's like, you got to get the guy out of his misery. It's the scariest thing. Do you guys ever remember the stories they told about the French Revolution or like executions when they're like, yeah, sometimes they wouldn't get your head clean off in one shot?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
that's
my skit.
Well, I mean, like that's the whole premise of fucking Nearly Headless Nick, is that the fucking dude who did his execution was a fucking, pretty much a pansy, and he couldn't do it right, and so he didn't chop his fucking head off right, and so now he's nearly headless.
We've
Yeah.
also got like if the blade's not sharp enough too.
Well,
so.
yeah. Also, if the dude that's doing it is just an absolute asshole and just wants to make you fucking suffer,
Or even worse, a weenie.
Yeah.
That's terrible. God, could you imagine that? Like, you just can't do it. Like, you're like, oh no. You see some dweeby looking guy walk up and you're like, uh-oh. Hey, there's a fucking stout guy over there. Get him to do it.
That's why they did the fucking
get that guy.
guillotine in France. That way there was no like, if you don't sharpen the blade, that was about all you had to worry about.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that was also one of the things I remember freaking reading about. Like, if you were a executioner, like if you had like too many botched executions, like you didn't do it right, you yourself were pretty much executed with a fucking dull fucking axe, because they're like, you caused so much bullshit because you didn't do your fucking job right. You're now gonna be executed in a way that's not done right, so you get to experience what it's like to have to go through that now. Like,
hey, like that shithead in Green Mile.
Exactly.
Oh, that piece of crap. I forgot about him.
Yeah, that guy
Ugh.
sucked.
But yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be an executioner. Well, that was actually so like the main reason why executioners back in the day wore a hood was to actually try to hide their identity because people fucking hated them. Like, sure, they like a lot of people like enjoyed watching the executions, but people hate the executioners. Like, they didn't want to fucking, you know, have to deal with them. So like, they had to like literally like hide the fact that they were their town's executioner for fear that, you know, a mob would show up at their fucking house and fucking, you know, lynch him or whatever.
It's a little hard to hide that in a town of like 500 or
Yeah, it
whatever,
is,
1,000. You'd be like,
is.
that's definitely Dave. I mean, we can tell it's
is,
Dave,
you
right?
know. But like that was the whole fucking thing, though. It's like that's why, because like they had to like keep that, you know, air of, you know, being anonymous, because otherwise, you know, they could, you know, risk, you know, someone getting pissed off and coming after them.
Oh, God, that's creepy. I don't know. I didn't think some of that stuff was that bad. Now, those ladies would have been, I'm just gonna say it. If ask Kelly, if I was the guy trying to impregnate the lady, those fucking ladies would have been mad at me because we'd have been there for a long time. I'd be like, quit singing in my ear, you old look, if you're not gonna rub your titties in my face, just get the fuck out of here. You right
Look,
there,
this
bend
just isn't
over.
working, okay? Like,
Yeah.
all right, like you don't know what you're doing, okay? Like,
Yeah.
seriously, come on.
Have
All right,
any of you
you know what? Just get out of the room. I'll do it myself. Okay, just give me a magazine, preferably a fucking,
you
you know,
ever-
fucking swimsuit magazine. Okay, and I'm just gonna take care of this myself. Just get out of here. Okay, just give me that candy wrapper, and when I'm done,
just
I'll
talk
hand you
them
the
into
candy
getting
wrapper.
out of there, and they're just like, wait a second. What? What happened? You just get. You don't go on and you get. Get out of here. I don't even get out of here. Yeah. Well, but yeah, I mean, I really like the cinematics of this movie. There was a whole bunch of little things that were really cool, like when the fat dude somehow snuck up on a guy, which is like, first of all,
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what, if you just get done with a weird sex orgy with presumably a whole bunch of married women, and then you blow your nuts, you don't run around looking for buildings. There's woods. This is what you do. You point a direction in the woods and you sprint in that direction until you can't sprint, and then you run till you can't run. Then you tell yourself to quit being a baby and you run some more. And now for me, we're still like, maybe we've cleared the grass, so I'd be walking at that point, but still, it's going to be a fast walk. I mean, I did just plow a lady at the time, so like, I'm going to be tired out. So but you just keep going. You don't stop. The guy can't sneak up on you in the woods and blow shit in your face if you're moving. He can't do that. It's not a movie,
Yeah.
you know? Except it is a movie, so I don't know. Shit.
Well, was he drugged at that point already, or no? I mean, kind of.
Yeah,
I'm sure
they'd
he was.
given
Who
him
doesn't have their
something.
wits about him? When
They'd given him
just
something
run?
earlier, so
Yeah.
so I'm sure he was still on something.
Hmm.
But,
Ugh,
yeah.
You just got to run.
yeah.
That's all you got to do. I mean, you got to tell yourself, like, do I want to die right now? No.
And you know what, dude? Having that fucking stitch and ache in your side from running, like, what's worse, having that stitch or, you know, being murdered in a brutal way? You know, like, honestly, I'd rather just run through the fucking pain and start coughing out blood and still continue to run and be like, I don't care. Whatever I'm experiencing right now can't be as bad as what's waiting for me back there. Like, I'm just going to keep fucking going until I literally can't. And that's going to decide whether I make it or not. It's like, either I can run fast enough and far enough to make it, or I don't. But either way, I'm going to sure as hell give it my all to get the fuck out of there, and I'm not fucking stopping.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to do that. I mean, otherwise you're just gonna die, and that's gonna suck.
Well,
You
yeah,
don't
no,
wanna
yeah.
die.
Yeah. You know, and it's like, honestly, like, if you're running for your life, you're probably going to have a good amount of adrenaline pumping in you, too. And that right there is going to keep you
However,
going a lot
You've
longer.
got post-load clarity, and that's gonna be terrible to try.
Okay,
and run
post-load clarity is like the worst thing in survival situation. Like, If you're ever
Yeah.
like in a horror movie, all right, and some chick wants to bone you, just assume that she's one of the villains, okay? Because you're gonna die.
Well, in a
Okay?
horror movie, it's
You're
usually
gonna
somebody
die.
else who comes in to kill you.
Well, yeah,
Anyways,
usually they kill you while you're boning them, so it's like you can't be having that, okay? Like, like yeah, okay, yes, it'll probably be the greatest death ever if you could choose a way to die, and to die by boning some hot chick and she stabs you, okay, whatever, yeah, greatest way to die, blah 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 blah, whatever. You know what I mean? But like, if you don't want to do that, you don't want to die, then maybe just keep your dick in your pants until you get out of the horror movie situation, and make sure that when it's over, you watch everyone carefully, and make sure that they don't look back at the camera and give it a creepy grin, okay? Because that fucker's evil now. And you're like, that's the motherfucker responsible now. Now we got now. Apparently, there's gonna be a second version to my movie now, and now I have to deal with that shit. This is fucking bullcrap. And see, all these horror movies with sequels could have ended if the main character would have just stopped and looked at everyone everyone else that survived and be like, that fucker did an evil grin. We're gonna have a fucking.
That's the worst
round
when they
two.
do that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
just trying to do your thing, and then they're gonna have to be over there being smartasses, and you're like,
Yeah.
uh-oh.
Yeah,
What are these
I don't
pieces
know,
of
like,
shit doing
so
now?
like personally though, actually like that whole fucking evil grin at the end of movies, especially like even this one here. I don't know. I just feel like it's just such a stupid, played out fucking trope. It's like, just leave it up to the fucking viewer's imagination, and then like, hey, if you're gonna do a second one and they're gonna be, the evil person in the second one, that's fucking cool. Don't reveal it at the end of the fucking first one. Leave it to be a fucking, a mind fuck for the second one. Like, because that's gonna fuck people's minds up way more if you just leave it, like that,
I gotta say, the grin at the end made me think she was the one who killed her family. And she was just like draining this guy.
I think it
They
was
live
more
days
just
away.
I think it was more she had just been broken by everything. She was already mentally not
There.
great.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think everything that happened just fucking broke her, and that was where that comes from.
And it's still,
Man.
I don't know. It just seems like it's just a played out trope there. You should have just look, if she's gonna be the fucking villain in your second, movie of this, that's fine, but don't reveal it at the end of the first movie. Leave it to be a mind fuck for the second movie. Like it'll work out better that way.
I don't think we'll get another movie out of this though.
Oh, but that's what
He
they were,
doesn't seem to,
intending probably.
No,
It's
he
just-
doesn't really. As far as I can tell, this guy has not done like sequels to his movies.
Okay.
So he's just kind of like all of his. I mean, he's only got 11 that he's directed.
Okay.
I don't know
Mhm.
how many of those, 10 that he's written. So, but yeah, I don't think he's the big like gonna make a sequel to this or that. So I don't know.
This
If, I
lady
don't.
seemed like such a pain in the ass, though.
Yeah.
I mean, God dang, like she's calling everybody up with this weird drama. It's like, first of all, how do you not have a friend or neighbor that lives nearby where you could go, hey, go check on my sister or my mom and dad?
No?
I just moved to Westwood a couple of years ago, and I have people I could call that would go check on my mom if I was not home.
Yeah.
But you know how you accomplish that? Kelly does too. She does too. We each have different people that we could call. How the fuck do you live on a street and you can't have anybody?
I don't have anybody. I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
know
Well, there's
one
a guy who
person.
lives across town that's moving away that would do it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but I don't know one person on my street at all.
No, I'm not. It doesn't have to necessarily be your street, but somebody in town.
Yeah.
And I
And
mean,
that
the
would
street
be-
you live on, I think you've made the right call.
It doesn't matter where I live. I'm not going to make friends with my neighbor. I'm not going to make an effort, at least. I may know
Oh, you
them
should.
if they come over and
Yeah.
say something, but I'm not making any kind of effort because I don't want to. I have no desire for that kind of connection.
That's
So-
all right. It ends up being helpful sometimes.
Yeah,
You get more out of it than you put into it for sure.
I'm all right.
like
It's the
100%.
I've been pretty
The good
good for
news
the
is you've got
14 years I've
Ricky,
lived here.
So make him do it. You just make Ricky do it.
Yeah, but I've been pretty good for the 14 years I've lived here and haven't talked to anybody nearby. So it's all right.
Well, yeah, I mean, you also don't have like, I mean, if you couldn't get a hold of Ricky, you're not just going to be like, oh yeah, he decided to do whatever the hell this weirdo did. I still think she did it. I mean, that sick grin, and then like she was hiding a whole bunch of strength because she fucking was blasting all over all those women. They were over there trying to do their dancing, and then she just blasted them all over. And then, so do you think her and Pele ended up together?
Yeah. I think that's what he was promised if he brought the winner, like, the May Queen and stuff like that. I think he was promised that. So,
I mean, then that poor girl has her fucking baby daddy's dead. Although
I don't think they give two shits about that.
No.
Well, she might have though.
No, she didn't either. She could tell.
No, that's what they were talking about. Was like the whole thing was just for mating, and then that she's gonna marry some other person later on. Mm-hmm. The idea was just for the mating.
Plowing that happened. What they should have done is done like on Trailer Park Boys, the cartoon edition, tied him up to a tree, and then had the women all take turns. It's also on an episode of Futurama featuring Amazons.
Yeah, it's new.
It's just the next Midsommar. If it didn't happen then, they'll get some other people.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like they'd get yelped eventually. Somebody'd get away. The guy'd hit me in the head with the hammer and slightly just be off by this much, and it would just partially scalp me. And then I'd hit him with the hammer, and he'd be like, "Son of a bitch!"
Let's be real here. He would hit you dead on. It would bounce back at him with such force, it would just drive into his own skull. While you have like a small little scuff on your forehead, going like, "Dude, what the fuck, bro? I have a bruise there, maybe." No, yeah, no.
It'd be funny if it broke the handle of the hammer.
Honestly, I'm not gonna fucking put
like he blew it up, and he's like, "Uh-oh."
Oh, I mean, your fucking head gets hit against the fucking hot saw blade, and you damage the hot saw blade. Like, I'm not gonna put it past that thick skull of yours, Eric.
They've probably got people in the woods that none of them have seen that are there just for that, just ready for anybody to try to escape. So
who's gonna fuck with a guy they just watched a hammer bounce off his head?
Yeah.
Well, they're not gonna hit you with a hammer. They're
gonna.
They probably have some kind of hunting weapons.
We're just gonna let this one go.
Especially when they see Eric's ass butt naked just barreling through the fucking woods, just going, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit." Honestly, if I were someone out there in the woods waiting to kill someone that's escaping, and I saw that, I'd be like, "Yeah, no, I didn't see anything. Did you guys? No, Frank, see anything? No, you didn't see anything, Frank? No, neither did I. I didn't see shit."
Ricky's off fucking just testing all the drugs anyways.
Made the drugs.
Actually, it would be really funny is Ricky would be like, "Guys, this has got a tiny bit of mushrooms in it. Are you doing this on purpose?" This is going to be too much for them. They're going to be way too high. Hey, only drink half. And they're like, "Whoa, hey, you're screwing us up here." Oh my God. What if I brought my brother? They'd be up there on the ledge and you just see Robert just hurl the guy off of there. Quit screwing around. All right, who am I plowing?
Grandpa, I'm going back every goddamn year.
I will say I like the Midsummer Festival a lot better than the Norseman. That's the old school one where you just get drunk and then plow. That's what you do.
Oh, like how it's supposed to happen. Yeah. No
yeah,
violence.
You just get shit faced. You have a big meal. You get shit faced, and then but you can plow whoever you want. That's part of the Midsummer thing. It's not a you don't have to worry about any.
But in cases like that, is there no like STDs or whatever? Like that's just.
Oh God, yeah, there is.
Well, I mean, if everybody's like lived in the same place and together,
yeah, then it would never be brought in.
Yeah, but if you're bringing outside people in, you're gonna have
Vikings though. There's definitely STDs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like if you didn't have an STD, you were probably a child. Okay, like they're like some
Dude.
father's out there like pissed off
13.
at his son, going like, "What do you mean you don't have herpes? Well, I got herpes when I was the age of fucking 7, and so did your forefather and your forefathers before him. Well, you're a fucking goddamn disgrace. You go out there right now,
No,
okay?
I think
You
told
go
you to
out
get
there
on
to
that
your
boat.
sister aunt, okay, and you get yourself some goddamn herpes."
No, I mean the reality is like they found a bunch of skeletons in one of these Viking boats, and there was a whole bunch of 13 and 14-year-old dudes. Which makes sense because like when I was 13 and 14, it would not have been a hard sell to be like, listen, you get on a boat and then we're gonna go fuck some dudes up and then we can do whatever we want. And I'd be like, really?
Yeah, you can bring back a couple wives
Reals?
with you.
What do you
People
mean
like
whatever we
sick.
want? Yeah. Wait, whichever one I can carry back, and then of course, like, you're gonna get the one that's good looking, which is probably
That's why all their women, like, it's literally like genetically speaking, like, because they traced this back there and like read through like the documents and everything that they can find about this there. Like one of the reasons why those regions have like blonde women, blue eyes, like why that's such a like a more prominent feature is because the Vikings aren't gonna bring back the ugly women. That's why the women that still live in those areas that they brought them back to are like still like, you know, known to be like the more attractive people in the world. It's like, yeah, because the Vikings didn't bring back the ugly ones. They only brought back the ones they found pretty. Like, so obviously they're bringing back the genetics and only the genetics for the more attractive women. Like, there's the reason why. It's fucking Vikings. Vikings are the reason behind a lot of the reason why the shit is the way it is nowadays. It's because of fucking Vikings. Like, Vikings created the world we know today. Okay, because all the shit they got up to.
well, they were doing stuff.
Like, you know,
They
like
got after it.
a lot of our myths, a lot of our legends, a lot of our genealogy. You trace it back far enough, eventually you get to think of Viking for it. Because chances are a Viking somewhere is the one responsible.
Especially
Like-
you two bastards.
Yeah, I mean,
My
honestly-
ancestors did not make it fun on your ancestors.
Yeah,
We just
like,
showed up and did whatever.
like, I mean, like,
I can see Steve's ancient ancestor being like, ah, fuck, here they come.
I
Honey, get all that shit on your face.
mean,
Look like a Klingon. They won't drag you away.
Uh-huh. Seriously.
You just see Ricky be like, what's up, bro? You want some of this? And they're like, yeah. High five, dude.
High five, and I thought high five, and then just topple over
Fuck.
like
Fucking
You
red-haired guy
fucking-
always gives me the good shit.
uh-huh, you fucking
Nice.
lightweight. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, man. You fucking Vikings. Y'all can never fucking handle your shit.
He's just wandering around munching on different mushrooms.
Uh-huh.
Ricky, is that poisonous? I don't know. We're
I
gonna
don't know,
find. We're gonna find out.
We'll find out in a few hours. I'm either gonna be high as a
Hell
kite
yeah.
or shitting my brains out. We'll find out.
Damn it, Ricky.
I start puking up blue foam. See that concoction over there? Force that down my throat. Past that, we're all good, guys.
Yeah. Just go ahead on and get after it.
Uh-huh. I mean, well, I honestly, I think what it is, most of the things that we eat nowadays, the way how we originally found out it wasn't fucking poisonous, like, other than just like, well, I can eat that and find out or starve to death. But like one of the main ways was like, hey, you know what? I got this slave or I got these prisoners and I can just like starve them long enough until they'll eat anything I give them. And then we can just sit back and just see how it affects them. See if it's actually worth eating for us or not. That's actually like how
Maybe.
a lot of like how like we found out what was poisonous and what wasn't. It was just giving it to slaves and prisoners and being like, hey, you want something to eat? Eat these fucking berries I found growing in my backyard.
Do you
Well,
think,
back 2 hours
what was her
later.
name, Gretchen or Gertrude? Do you think she would eat the poisonous stuff because she loves you so much?
Why? I'm not giving her poisonous stuff. This top A Grade A
All
shit.
right, see, we got, but you'll just make her do unpaid labor. That's where it
It's not.
ends.
It's not unpaid. There's friendship. There's warm in the house. Fire and a roof and clothes, clean clothes. It works out. We get to sit down and have movie nights together and hang out. I don't see
It's
I don't see
classic.
what's wrong with this.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
Some of my favorite ones of these is just that right there.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
Oh man.
You should
Oh,
see her in the
God.
condition I found her. Covered in like tarps and dirt and what's that stuff called? Potato sacks? No, what's it called? And whatever.
Did
Yeah.
she look
Burlap?
good in the potato sacks?
God damn it.
Well, she
Oh,
wasn't
fuck.
down the Paris runway or anything or whatever. So
She wasn't there for Fashion Week.
no, not
Classic.
Oh man.
That's fucked up.
they're just fucked up. Jeez.
Do you think this is where these guys live all year round, or do you think they just like come here for the festival and they go and live some other place? They didn't seem like a be like. I mean, I guess they just kind of there was just like one big like house for everybody to sleep in, right? And then
That's what they used to
had-
do.
well, I know, but I don't.
Yeah.
Is that where they're at all the time, like all year round?
I don't think so because there was no animals there, and you're gonna need animals for that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like it's a farm away or something. It's probably very close to that area.
Plus, if the Adams family taught us anything, you don't do your killing where you live.
It's true. It's true.
You don't do that. You got to do it somewhere else. Everybody knows like Morticia was a serial killer. I mean, 100%.
Yeah.
Then she was doing spells to him, and she got Thing. That way, she could have something rock her man in the boat nonstop when she, didn't want to. She needed to be hands free. So to
Damn
speak.
it. Oh fuck.
But yeah, that shit's fuck. That's fucking scary ass shit, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad. I mean, as long as I wasn't the one dying, I'd be like, hey, we're going to kill that guy over there. He's got shitty genetics. Look at him.
Well, so there was like the out of towners. I don't know what you call them. The guy the visitors, and then there's two other guys in there that had that. What do they have in their mouth? The two take away the fear or the pain at the very end.
Oh,
you?
yeah. It was you.
Okay.
It was you sap or something that didn't
Yeah.
work at
Okay.
all.
No, what
Good
did those
Lord.
two guys do? Did they do something to go in there? or-
So I think it was Ingmar and it was Ulf that go in there. Ulf is the one that
That was
flipped
Ulf?
out. Yeah. Ulf's the
Oh,
one that
yeah.
flipped out about the pissing on the thing.
And he was the one that wore the
So-
mask. Actually,
Yeah. So he
Hmm.
probably went in there to atone for letting somebody go piss on the ancestor tree thing. So he
Mm.
probably went in for that. And then I think Ingmar is the other guy who brought the Connie and whatever his name was in. So he failed at his mission, so he went in for it.
Oh.
So because I think if Connie would have been chosen, then it would have been Pele who would have been in there. So
Oh.
I think I that's my assumption. I don't know.
Hmm. Okay.
Haley's just like,
Um,
holy shit. Thank God that guy freaked out like that. What a
Yeah.
jackass move, that Christian guy. Like, I'm just gonna be like, fuck off, bitch. I'm not.
Yeah, he was
I don't
so
need to deal with
shitty.
you.
God, he was
Yeah.
shitty.
I mean,
Just
everything
like-
he did, he
Yeah.
terrible.
It's like
I don't know.
if you're gonna break up with her, just fucking break up with her. What are you doing, man? And then you're just like stringing it along, being a fucking shitbag, pretty much the whole time. You know, you guys, yeah. she's obviously going through a bunch of shit, and if you can't deal with it, then they needed to not be together anymore. She needed to go get help, like for sure. So 'cause she had a lot of shit besides the family stuff. There was shit before
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
So,
Like being a whiner and a wuss.
damn it.
I don't know what the hell's wrong with her. My sister's not talking to me. She's gonna kill herself because I snuck into the house and I bonked her in the head and I shoved a tube down her throat.
I didn't do it.
Shows her for
No, 'cause
fucking
they-
sucking my boyfriend's
they
dick
let-
behind my. You
No,
fucking
they let-
bitch!
They were like across the states. I think one was like Utah or something, and other was New York. New York for sure. I don't know about the other one.
Yeah.
There's no way.
You
she
know
would-
they make planes.
Oh come on! They would have mentioned, "Oh, how was your trip?" Well, you just went on a trip. How come
She
I
just
can't
didn't
go
want to
to
work
Sweden?"
anymore, so she watched that Eric and Lyle Menendez story and was like, you know what? Mom and Dad got lots of money, and if I get rid of my sister, I get all of it.
It's true.
Bang bang, cha-ching. That's exactly what she did. So, you know, she's a piece of shit. You know she was. Look at her crying about everything. God, that poor guy. She's over there. Well, I mean, you know, her whole family died all at once, which would be terrible. But I mean, she's the one who killed him. So I don't know what the hell she
God
expects.
damn it, man.
I think that's the point of the movie. She's a psycho. I mean, she was taking the all of that guy's sleeping pills. First of all,
Yeah.
you know who is the type of person who's nervous would never take a fucking sleeping pill in a foreign place where people have just disappeared. Ever. Never, ever. Never. She'd be like, listen, boy, whatever, Christian, we're gonna fucking leave in the middle of the night. If you fucking rat me out, I'm gonna cut your balls off. Or whatever. But she'd just leave. Like, let's just bail. They knew the way. You just leave. You go, oh shit. Listen, Rick and Morty, this is a classic one. Oh fuck, I gotta take a shit. Oh, and then a couple minutes later, oh, I gotta take a shit real bad. Then you're out in the woods for an indeterminate amount of time, and then you just disappear. Now, if you had a portal gun, that'd be the way to go. Those idiots didn't ever make a portal gun
Yeah.
because they're dumb, and that lady would be crying about how hard it was.
Because we all know Eric can make the portal gun easy.
How do you know I don't have a portal gun?
I mean, there's no proof that he doesn't have one, Ricky. So
True.
Yeah. Plus, if I turn the portal gun on, then I got to deal with the United States government trying to steal it from me the whole time. And I've seen enough Alex Jones to know that I don't want him turning my frogs gay. So,
True. That's true.
and the Citadel of Ricks might come after you. So
yeah, if that.
yeah. Deal with those assholes.
That'd be so funny just to turn it on like they're rushing the house. You turn it on, they all run in there and then just fall into the void. They're just like, the hell happened? Oh no.
You just send him to
I'm like-
poop eating Rick's dimension.
No, I meant the void from Deadpool.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, the space monster can eat them.
yeah.
Oh my god, those criminals would love dealing with those guys. Oh look. Look at you guys. Well, well, well.
Yeah.
I other than like the I liked the movie for the most part. Like
Yeah.
it's not obviously not a feel good movie, but
No.
I liked the weirdo cinematics. I liked the hallucination stuff where like she had the grass growing through her hand.
Yes, yeah.
That shit was
It seemed
cool.
like it would be real too. Like obviously, I haven't done that shit, but it didn't seem like it was, over the top. It seemed like okay, you could see grass growing and whatever,
Yeah.
Like the trees
Yeah, like a lot of
moving, the bark like running
Oh,
down
yeah.
the side. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh shit. So yeah.
'cause they have their natural movement in the wind and whatever. So like, when you're running into whatever, it's gonna be weird. And then a lot of the different camera things, like with all that mirror stuff in the beginning. And I don't know what that was like on purpose. So if it was trying to foreshadow something, but it was still like kind of like interesting. Like, why are you showing that? You know? And
You guys notice that?
In the very beginning?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I did.
So they set up cameras so that you see the other person on purpose. And then there was like a really fucked up painting the dude had, and it kept like showing him like. Anyways, yeah, it's pretty
Okay.
neat. I'm like,
yeah, one of the
holy
paintings had a
fuck, look at
bear
that.
in her room.
Yeah. And then
And
there was
then
one where there's like a girl and there's like a whole bunch of people. She's like up on like grass or something, and it kind of looks demonic, but she's like reaching through the grass. And I'm like,
Okay.
oh, that's pretty cool foreshadowing.
and then I didn't see this, but I would like to go back and see it. When Danny is getting lifted on that platform, that was that circle platform with the guys holding it, like 6 guys or whatever. I guess supposedly in the bushes somewhere on the sides or something, you can see your sister with the tubes. It's just
Oh,
what?
wow.
Yeah. I'm like, I
Huh.
didn't know that, but that's what the trivia told me, so now I have to look back and
I mean, that's just her guilty conscience because she killed her family.
True.
oh, no, she didn't.
Damn it, Eric.
Though. See, I'm with Eric on this 100%.
Oh,
Listen, if you're a nervous Nelly crybaby type, are you taking sleeping pills in a foreign place where people have just disappeared? Yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
No. Nobody would ever do that who has a lick of sense.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Even less than a lick. We're talking like if I'm talking real hard and a speck of spit comes out of sense and touches them, they'll be like, I'm not doing that. This is dumb.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know? So that means that she was faking the whole time, which, you know, people do that. Yeah, so, yeah, she's just over there trying to murder people. I mean,
Facts.
she could have picked an innocent guy. Instead, she's like, oh, yeah, we're going to pick the guy that I know. Which she did. She did pick him. Because as far as I was under the aware of the understanding was like she could pick between a few different guys at the end there.
Yeah.
there's 2 guys. And
Yeah.
see, I thought like obviously I knew how it ended, but like when they said to pick, I thought it was like, who do you want to pick to oink, and be the
No,
so
it was between those 4 guys. There was 4 people that she
there's
could
4?
pick. I think so. I think there was a couple of them.
Mm,
If not, there was the other guy, Torbjorn or whatever, that she didn't fucking know, which is
yeah.
like, yeah, do a bro a favor and fucking not murder the guy, you know, although she did catch him. And I feel like that lady did not do a very good job of keeping her from seeing.
Yeah, it's like um Gene Wilder and the Charlie and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Which one?
Yeah, oh,
You know,
stop.
Wait, stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't go in there. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
I feel like
God.
what she would have seen when she looked through was that old dude's butt cheeks, and then she'd just see nuts, and you know, hear like, you know, he'd be standing behind there taking care of business from afar.
Damn it.
He'd probably even have something so it looked for he could pretend like he was in a closet with a Superman costume on.
So when he said old dude, it reminded me of because Eric had me go back in this one part. He's seen something that I didn't. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. So I went back. So right after Christian got the stuff blue in his face, you see the like the barn door or whatever you call that, and then the 2 old guys standing there. There's the 2 old guys, and in the barn door here is you could see Christian's face peering in. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
that's what I was talking about.
Huh.
Oh, just now?
Oh no, before. Sorry, I don't think I ever got to it.
No, you never said it.
Yeah.
Because I was blabbing about different things, but
Yeah, you can see him looking in at himself.
yeah,
When the fat
you
dude
paused it and
blew
for
the shit in
sure
his
it's
face. Yeah, it's definitely
Weird.
his face.
You could also see the like the nakedness of the guy. Like you couldn't see like a dong or anything, but you could tell he wasn't wearing
Yeah.
it wasn't wearing anything. There was no color.
Wow.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a good movie. With that, let's get some ratings. Eric, what did you give it?
4 stars. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I wish I could have been intoxicated in a certain way and then watched
Ooh,
it. Because then it would have been like way better for me, anyways.
No, heck no. I did that 2 years ago on that one movie that you picked. I don't remember what it was. The girl with the dark hair, and she was in hospital.
Captain America?
Shut it. No, I was high, and I
The Shining?
paused it, and I had a freak out.
They're coming
Anyways,
for you. Dun, dun, dun,
Bye.
dun. Bad boys. Who you gonna call? Who you gonna call when they come for you?
Anyways,
I give this movie 3.5 stars. I was a little slow at first.
yeah. It was an okay movie. It got to the gore faster than I thought it was going to, but the movie is still pretty goddamn slow. With that being said, so I'm gonna say 2.5 stars. Was it terrible?
I gave this movie 3.5 stars. Next week's movie is Ricky's Choice. What are you gonna choose?
So I just
Ginger?
discovered, I think it was yesterday, that they're actually coming out with the second one of these movies here in a few days. It's going to be released. We're going to watch the first one. We're going to watch Smile.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently there's a Smile 2 coming out. And it just randomly scrolled across my feed yesterday or whatever it was there. And I was like, they're already making a Smile 2 and it's already like going to be released? Like, holy shit.
oh wow, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, so we're going to do Smile.
Okay.
We're going to see if it's a steaming pile of dog shit or not.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so Steven's apparently already watched it.
Yeah, of course I've watched it. Come on. All right. So that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. Next week we'll be talking about the movie Smile. If nobody has anything else, that's gonna be it. I'll talk to you next
yeah.
Sunday around probably around the same time, 7 o'clock or so p.m. Pacific time. YouTube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, and I would not count on any game streams this week. More travel, so I don't think I'll be here. But you can always go over to youtube.com/TurgidorPlays and twitch.tv/TurgidorPlays and check it out when we do stream. That'll be it, though. Have a good night, everybody, and we'll talk to you next week.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Why didn't that go up? There it is. Weird.